An explanation of the conclusion of Dexter, Resurrection Season 1, Episode 10, a gory ending and fresh starts on September 5, 2025, Dexter, Resurrection Season Finale, and Justice for All, aired, providing a suspenseful wrap-up to an exciting Dexter franchise rebirth. In keeping with the core of Dexter Morgan as the serial killer who pursues other murders, this episode wraps up important stories and establishes the framework for upcoming adventures. The main points of Dexter, Resurrection Season 1, Episode 10's conclusion are broken down below, along with its significance and implications for the show's future. Recap of the finale's key events. Dexter Morgan, Michael C. Hall, is trapped in the memorabilia vault of billionaire Leon Prater, Peter Dinklage, along with the body of his former colleague Angel Batista, David Zayas, who was killed by Prater in the penultimate episode. This is where the episode continues where Episode 9, Touched by an Unhell, left off. Prater, a murderer and serial killer fan, intends to leave Dexter to perish from thirst while he throws a sumptuous NYPD party downstairs. Charley, Uma Thurman, Prater's head of security, is entrusted with protecting the vault after being shocked by Prater's careless murder of a police officer. Refusing to concede defeat, Dexter calls his son Harrison, Jack Alcott, on Batista's phone, who is busy with his girlfriend Gigi, Emily Kimball. Harrison accepts a catering job at Prater's gala in order to sneak into the event and save his father. Inside the vault, Dexter finds a file on Cooper Morris, the murderer who killed Prater's parents, and determines that Morris's prisoner number is the vault's code. Harrison enters the code, releasing Dexter, who then gathers incriminating files on other serial killers, including one on the elusive New York Ripper, who turns out to be Don Framt, a name neither Dexter nor viewers are familiar with. As Dexter is about to flee, Prater sees Harrison leaving the gala and kidnaps him at gunpoint, luring Dexter back to the penthouse. Harrison has the opportunity to utilize a sedative-filled syringe that Dexter had earlier given him under the pretense of protection to knock Prater out during a tense standoff after Dexter distracts Prater by volunteering himself as a target. In order to show that he is ready to move on from this chapter, Dexter then sets up a kill room in the vault where he mercilessly eliminates Prater without keeping a blood slide as a keepsake. Dexter effectively frames Prater as a murderer by setting off the vault's alarm before departing, guaranteeing that the authorities find Batista's body and Prater's shrine to serial killers. The evidence, including the file on Don Framt, is discovered by detectives Claudette Wallace, Katia Saraf, and Melvin Oliva, Dominic Fumusa, concluding the New York Ripper case. However, some find the revelation disappointing because Framt seems to be a new, unremarkable individual rather than a legacy character. As the episode comes to a close, Dexter disposes of Prater's mutilated body close to the Statue of Liberty by navigating his yacht up the East River. Dexter considers his development in a moving voiceover, accepting his dark passenger, while admitting that he needs to connect with Harrison, his buddy Blessing Kamara, Ntare Guma Mbaho Mwine, and others. In order to hint at upcoming hunts, he maintains a list of serial murderer names from Prater's files, including Eric Stonestreet. Charley's arc remains unsolved but leaves room for a possible comeback when she departs New York with her mother. Dissecting the conclusion. Accepting his dark passenger, Dexter. An important turning point in Dexter's character's development occurs in the finale. He struggles with his identity as a murderer throughout Dexter, Resurrection, plagued by flashbacks of his adoptive father, Harry, played by James Remar, and his brother, Brian Moser, Christian Camargo, who taunts him about Batista's passing in the vault. In his last monologue, Dexter reframes Harry's code as a mission rather than a cage, demonstrating his acceptance of his dark passenger as an essential component of who he is. In contrast to the original series or Dexter, New Blood, where he frequently wished to be normal, he now embraces his role as a vigilante killer, finding purpose in targeting those who evade justice. His decision to keep Prater's file suggests a renewed commitment to his mission, with a list of new targets for Season 2. He breaks the fourth wall by declaring, "I'm exactly who I need to be, exactly who you want me to be," directly staring at the camera.